Alrighty, welcome to the PA9 demonstration. Let's get right into it. So I've already started our application. We do want to run chess pieces, yeah, test cases. So yeah, this is chess in SFML. So we can view the rules of the game. I assume you do know how to play chess, so I won't go over these. But let's just play a 1v1 on the same desktop. And this is chess. So you You play chess. It's pretty simple. Rules are already defined. Nothing much to explain. I assume that you know. I'm just going to put us in check really quick. I'm not going to do that right here, right here. Oh yeah, never mind. So you can see that it's check. Let's test out checkmate really quick with the fastest checkmate we can do, which is this. And you can see checkmate. Checkmate black wins. Alrighty. Now we're going to play using sockets. So I'm going to take this out right here, and you can see on here that I have another instance of the application running. So, where are we gonna, let me go back to Visual Studio. Alright, so, oh wait, let me pull up the terminals as well. Yeah, alright, let me go to the main menu with this one. It spawns down here because that's my primary monitor. Anyway, now we're going to click play using sockets. We're going to have this one host, so we're going to click H. Now we're going to play using sockets on here, and we're going to join. Now, since we are on the same machine, we can just do localhost, although if we wanted to actually do this on separate devices, you would put in the IP address of the other person. So anyway, you just click localhost, and two instances of the application are going to spawn in here. This is going to be our top one, and this is going to be the host game. So the host goes first. As you can see, I can't click anything in here because the host is going. So host is going to go, and you'll see right now it's going to update on the other one. So yeah, it updates on this client side as well. And the client goes, and it'll update here. Client goes, update here. Client goes, update here. Update here. So yeah, this is same exact rules, except now we're using sockets. We're actually playing in two separate instances of the application. So uh, that is chess with sockets. Nothing much else to say. Alrighty, now let's get into the actual code. Let me switch back to just my primary monitor really quick. Alrighty, so we will start with the pieces. So this is our use of inheritance. We have the base class piece, and we have all the derived classes representing the actual types of pieces. We also have a virtual function just for getting all the moves for that specific piece within the board. And yeah, we override them in every single derived class. The implementations of these my teammate did, so I will not get into the ones that I did not do. But anyway, yeah, my teammate did most of the implementations of these. So let's go into board, and you can see this is our actual board. This is like the main driver of everything. This is the big core mechanics of everything. So this is just rendering it. I'll get into more of that later. This is handling the click. So that's how you see those purple boxes when you click on a chess piece. And this also is how you move. Handle network click is essentially the same thing, except we are also sending the move to the other server, and we also, or sorry, to the other client. And we also need to return something so that we can update it locally, which handle click does, but we also have to tell whether or not we moved, just due to we don't want to basically skip the move if we never actually made a move, we just clicked on something. So yeah, flip, you can see the information right there. That is just literally, where is it? It's just basically a setter, but so that we can switch turns in our networking. Um, this is check, this is mate. I did both of these implementations. Um, okay, so how at the core of it our board works is we're essentially representing everything in a 2D array, which is just the chessboard. And you can see it's just defined here, but we basically use different numbers, whether they're negative or positive, to determine like how we set up our board. So, and we also have board coordinates, which is basically The actual game is a 1000 by 1000 screen. So every single one of these maps to the same index on these, and it basically tells us at 0, 0, whatever piece is there, we want to render that piece at 130, 130 on the actual screen. So yeah, and yeah, these are just all of our private variables. This is our map so that we can basically, where is it? Yeah, have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 be mapped to an image. Anyway, now this is tests. These are fairly simple. Um, for all of these, we're just inputting a board, testing if it can actually detect check rate, check. This is just getting the moves, seeing if, where is it? These are moves should be none, just detect that kind of edge case. And for this one, this is just making sure that moves that pawn returns is actually the supposed moves that it should be returning. Anyway, game is kind of the, I guess, game manager, you could say. This used to be source, but since we have a main menu, now it's this. Anyway, so play game on say desktop. This was our original source.cpp. But yeah, it's very basic. Um, Run main menu is the main menu. I'm not going to show that. Rules window is rules window. Where is it? Okay. So send and receive, these are heavily based off of these. This is essentially basically just sending a packet. It's not sending a packet to a socket. It's not rocket science. It's fairly simple. Anyway, for this is what's called when we actually want to play network and we're hosting. So since we're the host as well, we're going to have initialize the listener here. It's going to listen. We also going to create the socket because this is also a client. Step blocking, I don't know if we need this, but it works when we do this. So I'm just not going to take it out. And it initializes the main network loop. And then for the joining, we basically have this socket, we connect it to the host IP. Wait, just to make sure. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. And as you can see, this is kind of slightly different, but when we're joining, is my turn is going to be false. So it's basically, we're going to start as black. And for hosting, it's going to be white. So this is the equivalent for the network of, where is it? Playing game on, say, desktop. Network is basically that. There is some differences, though. So we are also going to check that it is my turn. So basically on our instance of the screen, we're not going to be able to click any of the pieces unless it is actually our turn. Um, Sorry. We had my microphone died, but we're back now. All right. Where was I? Okay, yeah. So we're gonna pass this into handle network click. It's gonna also take in our socket so that our socket can actually send something to the server, which is done in here. And if it'll also return if we did move, then we want to switch turns. It's not going to be our turn anymore. So, and this is basically like when it's not our turn, we're just going to constantly be checking if we're receiving something, and once we actually do receive something, we are going to update our board for that movement. And then we're going to flip and say it's our turn, and then it is going to be our turn actually as well, since we just got it. Anyway, this is just checking checkmate. Yeah, this is very basic SFML, just draw, render, all of that. Yeah, so I think that is all. I don't think we need to do anything else. And this is already very long, so I'm going to let you go, Andy. I don't think anyone else will see this, but if you do, it's very cool that you looked at my SFML chess with sockets. Anyway, yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching.